General Manager of the Manchester Giants. Welcome, James.
Good evening, David. Busy in the arena tonight. Very noisy. And hopefully a good competitive game to get us entertained on this Sunday evening.
Certainly very noisy in here tonight.
I know.
Austin Rete. Gerald Cora with the three. Stops things off for the Giants.
Well, a great way to get started in front of a packed house. A 3-pointer from Gerald Cora.
Neil Watson. Little floater in. He's off. Nathan Harris, usually starting for the Giants, picks up the rebound. Interception there by Brandon Penn. And new signing for the Plymouth Raiders, Keno Rochford, picks up the 2. David Cleary, Gerald Cora. Tom Jones. Neil Watson. Rochford with a second 2 as Plymouth Raiders take the lead. Gerald Cora. There with us where we have 1 or 2 technical problems on the sound. We'll try and sort that out shortly and also get the score working for you on the screen. Foul called on Clayfell Harris. Second.
Well, quite a frantic start to the game.
Right,
a Coro. Yeah. I can hardly hear myself think here. As Rettig lets the ball out at the baseline. Oh, a breathless start to the game. We're 2.5 minutes in. The Raiders 6-5 to the good as Neil Watson brings it up the court. Apologies for any technical issues. David's looking away, trying to sort whatever issues it is out. But just the lift the Giants needed, a big crowd after a difficult start to the season.
Once again, Giants losing control underneath the basket.
Rettig with a block.
Up so that you can actually hear it a bit better. It's very muffled. That's what I'm doing there.
Yeah, we almost need a technical time out here on the commentator's bench. And I know we've not got the score on the screen either. The Giants lead 7-6 to 6:34 in quarter one.
At least getting the pitches. Wells with the rebound. Foul on Kadiri. Backing into him, but the referee says caught with the arm for Kadiri reaching round.
Well, that's exactly the play you want when you've got a sell-out crowd from Austin Rettig.
Struggled a little bit so far this season to find the freedom that was perhaps expected that he was getting. It's that sort of play which he was brought in for.
Yeah, his three-point shooting percentage has been pretty poor, and I know the coaching team are trying to talk that out of him a little bit as Kadiri goes up.
Couldn't reach to the basket. Little flick up, going over. Ready for the rebound. Neil Watson up to his second three, and nails it.
And there's warning signs from Neil Watson already. I remember last year he came here with Glasgow and absolutely lit the place up. And he's one of those players that can do that. It's got on two from Richard Bell.
Watson quickly in.
Another three. Plymouth got their eyes in early.
And we now got the score on the screen for you. We'll just work a little bit better on the microphone. Str8-Cash off with his attempt for three. And
well, this will be interesting. Right, James, speak to me. Right, we've changed the headsets around on the advice of the assistants here, but it means I can speak and hear what I'm saying, but James, you can't. Who wants to hear you anyway, James? No, it's not because the computer's on the wire. Right, still fiddling with the desk here. James, speak to me.
Talking, trying my best. Trobo is on the court for the Giants.
Richard Bell looking for space inside. Little turnaround, gets his own rebound. Misses the second one as well. He'll be annoyed at that.
This time Järveläinen with the 3. Manchester Giants.
Of course, there'll be better teams that get beaten at Glasgow this season than Giants, with all due respect. I know, speaking to Tony Garbelot up there, he wants Glasgow to be challenging with Newcastle and Leicester for all the honours this year.
Right, I can certainly hear you a little bit better. Hopefully, any viewers can
almost
can
getting
hear
back to
well.
normal now.
I'll put you in charge of the stats from on there as well, seeing your computer seems to be...
There's only one other game today, which is Glasgow and Surrey are winning 22-17. They're still in the first quarter as well. And yes, Brandon Penn, 7 points, is the leader so far. Neil Watson has 6 with his 2 3-pointers. As Trobo drives to the basket and he's fouled on his way in.
Indiscipline on court hurt the Giants in several games. I mean, referees are an awful lot tougher on calling unsportsmanlike fouls. Giants have fallen foul on that on a number of occasions, haven't they?
Yeah, I mean, there was one comment. The Giants actually aren't getting many fouls committed against them this season, which obviously perhaps suggests that they're not driving to the basket enough. Although, based on the free throw percentages from last week, it wouldn't have made too much of a difference.
But in the Worcester game, a technical call on Trobo in the second quarter saw him benched by the coach for
and there's some water over there, and the front row have all got soggy feet now after the ball cannons into a water cooler on that side.
And it was felt that in the Worcester game that might have actually cost us the game. Trobo was on fire in that first quarter.
He actually finished with a 100% shooting record in that game, Dave, because he had 3 3-pointers and 2 field goals. All went in. Actually, I was very close to getting soaked wet through by the bottle throwing incident, or the bottle slammed to the floor
Kadiri
incident.
strong with the boards, picks up the rebound, stripping the ball.
Fortunately, it was one of my colleagues who copped half a litre of water all over him, and not myself.
Rochford, acres of space underneath the basket.
Rochford certainly added something to Plymouth in his first appearance last week.
Yes, in the cup game, scored 20 points.
Well, a chaotic first quarter, David. More ways than one.
Rochford shooting 45% in that game. None from the line, though, from 4 visits. Kadiri off with his 3.
I think this is the concern as well for coach Danny Byrne, is that when Giants slip behind, that they start taking some high-risk plays when perhaps they'd be better served just sticking to the process, getting the points back on the board.
Watson. That's Penn. Järveläinen. Järveläinen's been out for some games. They missed his strength inside.
Former Giants guard Stephen Gale has just wandered in the corner, I've just noticed. He'll be lucky to find a seat. It's packed today. Jurel Okoro.
Kadiri with the rebound. Again, the little flick doesn't get in the basket.
Just missing too many of them, aren't the Giants in this first quarter?
Sayers with his first points of the game.
No.
3-point shooting, letting the Giants down. Watson goes in for a 2.
Yeah, 50% 2-point shooting and 25% 3-point as that comes back off the roof, and that bar's wobbling above.
Do well when I was going into the shops. I'll save that for 31st.
Oh, and yeah, well done. Trobo comes out with it as Rochford is denied at the basket under pressure from Kadiri. The Giants just need. Oh. I think it's those percentage plays, isn't it, that can go either way, where the Giants tend to come off second best in a lot of them. And they've got a lot of work to do here, Giants, to get back into this game already. Rettig with a 3. And another defensive rebound for Trobo. Oh, Kadiri, good rebound, and Giants are being encouraged by the start to the second quarter. They've pulled off a couple of good rebounds, and there's another one for Richard Bell with the tip back in. 5 points at the start of this second quarter unanswered so far for the Giants. They'll be hoping that continues.
Called. Charging foul.
Well, and that's another. Our Giants building a little bit of momentum here then at the start of the second quarter. Certainly if they can come away from this offence with some points, they'll feel like they're back in the game. Oh, Trouble did well to get that away under pressure. And he will go to the line. Giants actually 2 from 2 so far in this game, but this season they've not been the best from the David Lomax sponsored charity stripe.
Yeah. Bear with me, my computer, which I've used for the last 2 years, says is it being recognised by the Flower League.
Trouble misses the first of these 2 from the line. It'd be a shame if he misses the second as well. And he does, and that's a missed opportunity for the Giants. And just as we were saying, it was an opportunity for them to get back in the game. 5 points and then a foul. They waste the chance. Javalainen punishes with a 3-pointer from the middle.
Yes, the Estonian hasn't been a prolific 3-point shooter previously. Only 1 from 7 this season, but that's 2 tonight.
Certainly looks up for this one. As Bell does a good job on Zach Wells. Yeah, I guess Javalainen is maybe the sort of player that you forget about when Zach Wells is sort of around, and they don't give him enough attention, and he's shown he's capable of recording some points here. (33-22) the score. Callum Jones does well to get out, and Trobo will go for 3 and miss, and no rebound for the Giants. Penn for 3, and that's in. And that's the difference at the moment, I'm afraid. Plymouth 6 from 7 from the 3-point range. Giants 2 from 8. I'm just showing off because I've got the stats in front of me and David cannot access them yet. But it's not good reading for the Giants. Well, Watson almost gave himself up there, but comes away with the ball after a bit of a clash with Richard Bell. And another 3, and another success. And this, well, at what stage do you start calling this a phenomenal 3-point shooting performance from the Raiders?
And we've still got Eddie Matthews to appear, who normally manages to slot several threes against the Giants.
We were watching him in the warm-up, actually, as Rettig puts one in for the Giants, a much-needed one.
Jones.
play the ball back in to restart the game. 5:41 left in the second quarter, and a long pass catches the Giants sleeping a little bit. Mark Rainsley's on the court now. Oh, and a mistake from the Raiders, and Okoro
jams it home.
One for the cameras. Oh, and risky pass from. Oh, and another risky pass. But Raiders come up with it.
Right, we now have some stats available from my computer. So, right, Järveläinen, Zach Wells. Zach Wells taking quite a bit of stick for Plymouth Raiders fans so far this season.
Richard Bell did a good job on him there, got the rebound and then lost it. I'm not sure, Coach Burns cuts a frustrated figure there. I'm not sure whether he's frustrated at his player or the decision, but Penn will go to the line. And the last thing Danny Byrne will want against his hometown team is for this to get messy. Penn nestles one in.
Nick Tomsic coming in, placing Lewis Sayer for the Plymouth Raiders.
Turning into a little bit of a subplot, the battle between Bell and Wells in this game. Rainsley. To be fair to Rainsley, he missed the three-pointer, but at least went and found his own rebound.
And that is something that the Giants have been guilty of, just ball watching as the shots have gone up previously. So that's good to see them taking that rebound, even though the shots eventually not dropping for the Giants. So 12 points in the game, just over 4 minutes left in this first half. Well, Tomsic. Järveläinen. Off the glass for two.
I've certainly been impressed by Järveläinen so far. It's 13 points for him. Richard Bell.
Been criticised a little bit for letting other people bully him underneath the basket, but playing stronger tonight.
We've actually had former Giants player and BBL legend, really like me to call him that, David Aliu, down to have a few sessions with Richard Bell.
Keenan Rochford comes back in.
Clayfield Harris and Anastasios Trianos are on for the first time for the Giants.
Zach Wells goes off. No, Clayfield Harris actually started.
Oh, did he? Sorry. In all the chaos at the start, I mean, you could have been on that court for the first 5 minutes. I probably wouldn't have known.
You certainly wouldn't have heard me.
Was that where you were? Maybe that's where you was. Trianos struggled for game time this season, but for me, consummate professional. And certainly the sort of player you want when you're this far behind, because you can
turn around jump shot for Penn.
You can put three-pointers in, can Trianos. And Giants going to need a fair few of them from here on in.
Callum Jones getting the two, despite the knock from Watson as he was going to the basket.
Good work from Trianos.
Blocked out.
He's not afraid. I mean, for a player of his physique, he's not the biggest, Trianos, but he does put it about a bit, and he did well there. Oh. Jones wanted to foul, and is being given a technical against him.
Camera is wobbling just a little bit more than usual. So, Neil Watson. It's not called the charity stripe for nothing. But in this case, it was. So, Tomczyk. Watson. Tomczyk gets the ball, shoots the three, and yet another three goes in.
That's 8 out of 9 for the Raiders. I'm going to be texting Dan Routledge soon for the best 3-point percentage in BBL history if this carries on. Oh. Someone took a tumble off Clayfell Harris there.
Well, Tomczyk's taken quite a bad knock there. Coach Love telling him, no, you're staying out there. You're doing a good job. Just over 2 minutes left in the half. 15 points in the game. Watson. Javalainen. Rettig with the pass behind his back to Kadiri, but unfortunately easily spotted by the Raiders. 2 more points for them. Trianas. Tomczyk drives to the basket. And Javalainen misses the little bunny jump. Penn also misses from close to the basket. Trianas. And again, easy 2 points. Should have been in the bag for the Giants. Overcomplicate things, bringing the ball.
I'm sure Danny Byrne will want a response from his players. He won't want them to drop off like they did in Glasgow last week and ended up getting an absolute hammering.
Yes, I mean, they've given up over 100 points in the last 4 games. After putting up a reasonably strong defence against the Leicester Riders, the first game of the season.
Although Leicester haven't been prolific all season, really, have they? I don't think. This year so far, they've not really got their offence running. It was a very low-scoring game last night in the BBL Cup against London. Mark Rangeley does well, but he's running out of time and he doesn't realise.
Couldn't get to. So, Giants get things underway. Foul called on Ubiaro. Throbo down the left-hand side, looking to get to the basket. Put off. Richard Bell. Off Rangeley. Ubiaro losing control a little bit. Watson with a jumper for 2. Throbo. Richard Bell finishes off the move. Gets the basket. Right, James, I'm going to be back in your hands as my computer seems to have
Oh, I enjoy this.
taken himself offline yet again.
Was that Richard Bell who just put that in?
Hopefully means that we haven't lost our live streaming as well.
I tell you what, they're going to have fun watching the video replay of this, listening to our commentary on the in the video sessions this week.
Sinks the first from the line. His first points. And the second. So Plymouth back out to 20-point lead. Trobo losing the ball. Watson capitalising on sloppy play by the Giants. It's too easy.
Oh, Rochford gutted there because he had a stellar block, but there'd already been a foul called on Zach Wells.
Second one, no good.
No, you certainly need to be taking them if you're going to come back from 21 points
nice
down.
feed inside by Watson to Penn.
Seems to enjoy playing here, Watson.
Good vision to get that ball through the crowd. Richard Bell not strong enough to get to the basket with his little hook shot. A little bit of Comsack pushing him off. Balanced with the shot. Penn, turn around, sinks the two.
Well.
No, 65 for the team, sorry.
Yeah, sorry,
right,
yeah,
I'm looking at
Plymouth,
Penn,
yeah.
who's on 66 from 3-point and from 2-point range.
Oh, it was only 1% off.
Yeah, but you have me worried. So, why is my computer working it out differently than yours? Trobo. Richard Bell. Bouncing off Rochford. Call for the travel. Watson. Zach Wells, fouled by Bell.
Bell cut in a frustrated figure. Zach Wells looks in a little bit of pain.
Well, both Bell and Wells feeling their knees.
I think maybe they clashed knees there in that incident. And is Gavin Love going to call a... Can they do this, David?
Yes, if he's injured.
He's certainly hobbling, isn't he? So Javalainen will come straight off the bench and straight onto the free throw line. And, well, Javalainen, his points are stacking up in this game. 17 for him now.
Well, I made that the first 3 shots that he's actually taken in the league this season. So,
well, he's 100% record then.
yeah. Richard Bell loses control to Rochford.
Plymouth made a bit of a meal of that.
once again, two Giants going for the rebound, end up losing the ball, and Watson compounds the error with a 3 points.
Well, that Järveläinen one's only the second 3-point shot they've missed in the entire game. Which is phenomenal, really. So they're now, what, 9 from 11?
Callum Jones. Yes, before tonight they were only shooting 38% from 3-point range, so what a contrast.
Yeah.
Rochford. Biaro. The line into Rochford. Rochford backing up Jones. Blocked by Jones, but illegally. Biaro takes the rest. Placed by Nick Tomczyk. Tomczyk doesn't get much court time for an American, really. He played 5 minutes in the first half.
Rochford very pleased with himself there after landing that second little fist pump.
So 30 points now, difference between the two sides. That will be what Giants are hoping can happen for the remainder of this game.
So
Anastasios Trianis getting himself open on the right-hand side and landing the 3, which...
I said that earlier, I'm surprised he's not had more game time because he has got a good 3-point shot on him.
It is his first 3-pointer in league action this season, though. But we all know from last year that he is quite capable. Brandon Penn complaining to the referee, saying it's not your call, and still complaining. Interesting that he gets a warning about a technical rather than immediately getting a technical as Callum Jones got.
What's the call? What's happening now? Neil Watson trots over to have a word with the ref. Have you ever contemplated having a hairdo like that, David?
In my younger days, I might have contemplated it. I don't think I've managed to do that now.
And they have given the technical, have they? Presumably, given Callum Jones has just gone for a 1. We're not really, not really sure what's happening. They must have.
Well, certainly the referee that he was berating didn't give him the technical.
Well, it mattered little anyway because the Giants didn't land the free.
Of cutting players, Joe Hart left the team this week.
Yeah, I spoke to Tony last week. He said he wasn't too happy with a few of them.
GB coach, so he'll be looking to get a strong GB influence to the side, no doubt.
He's also Scotland coach for the Commonwealth Games as well, I think.
That's right.
So, Rangeley drives, but no. What's happened now? Technical.
Rochford call for a technical.
And he's going Well, he's going ballistic.
And not only that, he's going ballistic with Watson as well.
And it's 24 points ahead. He's still having a pop with Watson here.
Because Rochford only just come into the Raiders side as a replacement for Greg Mays.
He's having a chat with the referee, and in the meantime, Trianos has put the one in.
The Raiders fans somewhat surprised that Greg Mays was got rid of by Coach Love after just a few games when he had scored quite heavily. The 2 games he played, he was 34 points, I think, Mays, and replaced by Rochford. Rochford is stronger inside. I think the word was they thought Mays was a bigger player, or bigger inside player, and perhaps not quite the right temperaments for playing down there. He thought he was a bigger player.
Oh,
yes.
Oh. The right result for the Giants in the end, because I thought Trianos pinched the ball and then had it taken off him, but no. 23 points, still a difference, and we're not really getting much closer.
Once again, player questioning the call.
Danny Byrne was asking for a technical, was he there? I think.
No technical calls. Trianos had to free himself with a 3. Goes left. Rangeley fouled.
And Plymouth are losing it a little bit here. I mean, they're 20-odd points in front, and they've lost the rag a little bit, haven't they?
I mean, they're questioning each other on their plays, and they're certainly questioning the referee on every call.
Some unnecessary fouls, really. I mean, Rangeley didn't ever look like it was going anywhere near that 3-pointer, really, and he's going to have a few goes from the line. And
3 shots from the line.
Watson's having a long dialogue with one of the referees now, as Gavin Love speaks to another one. Well, I'm not sure what problems you can have when you're 23 points up away from home, but they've obviously got some. Oh, and that's wild from Rangeley.
Third one good, though. Giants asleep for fast break as Sayers slots home the 2. Trianos not able to get any freedom and not able to get the ball into Kadiri. Sayers out to Yarbalena. Another 3 for him.
My word.
4-3.
Takes him to 20. So that's 9 from 12 now. Sorry, 10 from 12.
Seconds. Giants going to get the shot off. Not paying enough attention to the clock. Joel Okora comes on for Trianos. Watson thinks about 3. To Rochford. Yabalena. Rochford again, backing up. Strong on defence this time. Mark Rangeley And Jones not on the same wavelength. Rettig comes in to replace Rangeley. Watson to Rochford. That'll complicate things again. This time Giants come away with the rebound. Okoro thinks about the three, goes inside, loses control. Quick break again by the Plymouth Raiders, finished off by Järveläinen. Again, Jones cut off just over the halfway line. Richard Bell also under big pressure down in the corner. Ball goes off a Plymouth Raiders player. Usman Barber appears for the first time this evening. Long two. Thompson drives the corner out to Järveläinen. Watson, Järveläinen. Thompson again, this time jumper for a three. Watson. Weird in the stats, these.
Yeah, was that two that they missed there?
I think that was 2 threes. Is that more than, no, as many as they've missed so far.
Yep, so that's completely ruined that. They'll be just going down to a above average. Certainly well more than Giants, who've managed 4 from 13. Rochford's not, he's certainly moving gingerly, I feel, Rochford. They're obviously trying to get him to run it off, are they? Well, mind you, not minding call there. Goaltending call for two. Well, I mean, is it worth the... They're obviously confident that there's nothing wrong with Rochford, but he does look a bit... He's moving gingerly, in my opinion, as Baba, can't pull it in from Jones's low pass.
16th turnover for the Giants.
Which is double Plymouth.
Rochford. Watson. Watson's up the key. Just inside the arc for 2. Spin move, but blocked out for going to the basket. Rettig's 2 shots, no good. Watson. Well, either somebody got a hand on that, or it was very short.
I think Rettig got a good block on it. There's Okoro puts one in. Okoro only had 14 minutes on court in this game so far.
Järveläinen again.
Oh, that percentage is going right out the window now.
Rochford picks up another foul. That's his 4th. And he He's replaced by Zach Wells, also with a dodgy knee. Raiders in the penalty, so Giants will be going to the line for any other foul that's committed in the last 34 seconds of this quarter. So, 24 points. Yarvalena has the ball stripped. Okoro, little finger roll. And Raiders will look for the last shot of the quarter. So we're into the last 11 seconds.
Oh.
Well,
slightly unorthodox end to the
yes.
third quarter there.
Costello really shouldn't have got that shot.
And it's start the fourth quarter. Jones, Babat, Kadiri, Trianos and Coro are on for the Giants.
It's one thing having a three-point shooter, it's another thing getting the three-point shooter free for actually being able to shoot.
Well, getting them in's the main issue.
Zach Wells with the...
there was a guy when we were in Spain who just wouldn't miss for one of the Spanish teams. He absolute shotgun of a three-pointer he was.
Yes, I was referring to the fact that Giants just don't get their three-point shots.
Yeah, in good areas, yeah.
In good areas, no.
They're sometimes a bit hesitant, I think. Trianos is guilty of that. I think Rangeley's been guilty of it. Is sort of, instead of going for a three when they sort of, when their instinct tells them to, they maybe look to carry on with a play when maybe they should have just gone with it.
I mean, three-point shooting prior to this game, you've got David Kadiri who was on 49% and Mark Rangeley on 38%. They're just not getting free. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily said that David Kadiri should be taking lots of three-pointers, but Mark Rangeley probably has been brought in for that.
Well, that's how he's made his name at Lancashire Spinners.
But you just don't get the time in BBL as you do in Division 1. Much faster pace, and also stronger defence against you. Yarvalena, short, gets his own rebound. Giants asleep for that. Watson. Wells inside, he's fouled. Sayers. Little jumper goes for him. Coro looking to get to the basket. He's fouled on his way through. Coro thinks about a three. Jones. Okoro. Well short. Sayers. Kadiri gets the ball to Jones.
Kadiri kept his composure well there. Oh, jeez.
Kadiri.
Good drive. And that is a good end-to-end play from Kadiri. He did well at the defensive end, and then he's finished it off with the basket at the other end. Glasgow out to 78-57 at the end of the third quarter up in Scotland against Surrey.
Yes, Raiders kept Kadiri quiet today. He's only on 8 points. Yamalayan. 3 bounces out. Thought about the 3. Thought about getting closer. Loses the ball. However, jump ball given. And the possession will be
Giants.
in favour of the Giants.
Clayfield Harris back on.
Only on 1 from 5 from 3-point range. Costello. Sayers. Zach Wells. Foul? No. Claims he's fouled, but...
And it was a good block. Okoro it was. He got his hand in on the big guy.
Wells only 3 rebounds and 2 points. Quiet game for him in the 16 or so minutes he's been on court. Jones foul on his layup. Goes to the line for his 8th attempt. Shooting 75% from the line today. Wells using his height. Okoro. Watson.
Magic from Watson, and Harris fouls Rochford, who's down again. And to me, if it was me, I'd have just left Rochford out of the game. 20 odd points ahead. You don't want him picking up any unnecessary knocks. Oh, look at his hobble now. Tomsic getting ready to come.
So for the second time, player who was going to go to the line.
No, it was Rochford the last time, wasn't it? Unless he just doesn't fancy the free throws, although Tomsic's missed that one.
Rochford has 2 from 6 from the line this season. Kadiri, hook shot. Takes him to double figures. Tomsic quickly drives. Oh!
And they're blocked all over the show there. Kadiri's there, Okoro's there, Tomsic's at the bottom. Tomsic said that was a foul, wasn't it?
That could be. Jabalainen. Okoro. Rangeley decides not to drive to the basket.
Oh. Well, it's unfortunate from Trianos.
Watson to Penn. Wells, Watson. Penn.
And there we go, they've ended a duck. 5 straight misses is brought to an end by Penn. And that's takes into 25.
Brandon Penn's third 3-pointer of the evening.
Well, it's going to take a minor miracle to stop Giants conceding 100 points for yet another game. And it's certainly a big game now on Friday next week at Leeds, the 2 bottom teams in the BBL. Well, at least one of them is going to get off the mark on Friday.
Just successful with one of them. Giants get the end line ball. Harris has the ball stripped, manages to get the rebound, has the ball stripped again. Watson. Penn. Behind the back play to Jabalainen.
Good pressure from Callum Jones. Jabalainen stepped back into his own half for a backcourt violation.
Head fake for the 3. Rangeley. Well, 22 points, probably the closest it's been for some time.
Rochford with the 2. I'd like to see what Rochford would be doing if he was on both legs. I mean, he's still hobbling around.
Trianos.
Oh, Trianos hits the rim.
Fourth foul. This quarter rather, on the Giants. Any more, and Raiders will be going to the line. Well, it's blocked out.
Good block from Harris. Nice finish from Callum Jones.
Up from Callum Jones. Takes him to 15 points.
It's not been an... Oh.
Charging foul for Rochford. Which is his 5th foul.
Well, that's indefinitely done now. He can't come back now. Is that right? Did you say it was his 5th foul?
That's his 5th foul.
Yeah, I was going to say. Well, he won't be able to come back on now, so he can rest that knee. Rochford, a good game from him.
Points, 9 rebounds.
Rains is waiting for it, Trionis is waiting for it. Coral's there. Oh, and it's an air shot. Well, it sums up the evening for the Giants. And a good hand in from Okoro. Gavin Love, some very choice work. And they'll certainly ruffle a few feathers once they get into the full swing of things, Plymouth.
These teams don't like going down to the pavilion.
And that look, and I thought Penn had a swipe at that there, but the referee has said it's Plymouth ball.
Thompson, Penn.
Penn had to rush the 3-pointer because of the shot clock, and
Rangeley
didn't quite set for that, really, did he? Didn't look comfortable.
No, it didn't look comfortable on the spot. The shot was off.
And Järvelainen misses a 3.
Strong play by Callum Jones.
Oh.
Once again, Coach Love giving the officials an earful. Penn.
Plymouth worked that nicely, and Penn finishes it off.
It's 4-3. Just 3 points away from the 100 now, Plymouth.
Oh, Harris went up too early for the rebound on Okoro's missed shot. Final 60 seconds of the game. A disappointing game all round, really. Giving the Giants this tough start to the season on the fixture list. There was many hopeful that this one would be the first game, really, that the Giants could show their competitiveness and push it all away, and it has been completely the opposite. Plymouth have been in control pretty much for, well, at least half an hour of this game.
Yes, 3-point shooting in that first half was really the big difference, which sealed the game for the Raiders.
Okoro with a 3-pointer for the Giants. Well, and Plymouth might not make the 100 after all.
34 seconds left. Trionis, Harris, Rangeley. The rolls round the rim.
And that's us with the game clock. Are Plymouth going to wind it down, or are they going to go for 100? I think they're winding it down by the looks of Penn. No? Järvelainen? They're winding it down.
Yeah, we've settled for that. So 79-97. Nice bit of symmetry.